Friends, denizens of the internet, hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of Koudelka over here at Lost Time Gaming. I am Devo. We are jumping back into the shoes of Koudelka and Co. And when we last left off, we fought some really gross things, and that's all I have to say about that. They were just gross, and we killed them accordingly. That being said, yeah, we're looking for something to appease those ghost children, I believe. That's my strongest guess. The door is being held shut by some mysterious force. Okay. In addition to dolls to satiate ghost children so they can be killed, which is a weird thing to say, we also need to get some sort of acid receptacle. The glass jar would be the likely... No, I don't want to. You're so gross. You're so gross! That, and I don't remember what the crystal guys do. We haven't seen one of those in a while. Ow. Yeah, that's pretty good, Koudelka. Keep it up. Uh-oh. Let's see the crystal thing waggling just off screen there. That's creepy. Alright, yeah. The more magic with the more geyser. You did like a full 100 less this time, Koudelka. That's terrible. Aha! 0. The best number. Am I not in range anymore? Come on. Kill him. Aha! Take that, giant amorphous blob. Try and conserve a little MP here and see if we can't just punch this thing a few times. Mostly because I don't remember what the weakness is in this guy. Because it's got blue crystals, I'm gonna guess fire, but you never know. Nice. That's not bad. That's good damage. For Koudelka, anyway. Take that. Die and be gone. Another level up for Mr. O'Flaherty. That's great. No strength increase. Don't be crazy. Let's see. Some more dex and then some more int. Sounds good. We got potion. Always appreciated. The store's been destroyed. It can't be opened. What? Alright, well, now we're screwed because we ran out of places to go and we didn't find anything we were supposed to. Okay, great. Cool. Underground Tunnel S. Alright, because kind of ran out of what we're supposed to do, we're just gonna flee from battles now. Because there's no sense in doing random encounters when we don't even know what we're doing. And because I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything, I'm gonna have to actually pull up a guide here because the only thing that is like left undone that's obvious is the child ghosts here, but there's just no way to deal with that. We don't have anything. So I'll be right back. Okay, so hilariously enough, I pull up a guide and the guide's like, yeah, I don't know how to kill those twin girls. And I'm like, okay, that's great. So it says, the guide literally says, I'll have to figure that out for the next revision of the FAQ. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's great. I'll go to the lower screen. This screen has a path to the upper right. Okay, take that path. Next thing on the guide is you enter a room from lower left. Path leads up the upper right. The path leads up the upper right. Wow, okay. On your way out, pick up the whiskey. Yeah, I didn't see any whiskey in here. Did you? Did anybody else find some whiskey? No? Okay. So I'm assuming this is what the guide calls the route. This room has 4 outlets around a huge route. You can go left, right where you came from. What? Down, or through a path up around the corner at the upper middle of the screen. Yeah, it says somewhere there's a shrine here. And we, like, fight a boss, but... What? That's all I have to say to that. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, we're definitely not doing that. A man scorpion just gives me the willies. Just, ugh. Yeah, you go ahead. You take your turns. We're not doing this. There we go. Oh, that was a room? I was supposed to know that was a way to go? Oh, wow. Okay. Something's not right. Oh, yeah, the game always does that when it's letting me know that there's a boss fight incoming. Alright, yeah, we're alright. Edward, why do you have such crap life? That's the real question here, is why is Edward's life so garbage? It's just because he's not wielding a good weapon anymore, yeah. Put the light spear back on him, but then, you know, loses that dex and agility. Well, let's just keep that on there, why not? Yeah, we should be okay. Because I don't think using a Listol to heal up that much MP off Koudelka is worth it right now. Oh. That's... Oh, that is messed up. Oh, it's got like a regular person face on it. That's gross. Yeah, I don't, ugh, that's all I can say about that. Burn it with water? Edward, move in and stab it, as is tradition. That was not great, Edward. I hope that's not how much damage you're going to be doing for the rest of this encounter. Man, that wasn't great either, Koudelka. Hundreds are not what we need right now. Several hundreds, multiple hundreds would be good. Let's try Tornado. Thank you for hitting me with the prismatic spray there. Yes, James, use the tornado. Alright, well, that didn't work. How about Megalith? How about Edward, you get in there and stab it some more. You didn't do great the first time, but maybe second time's the charm here. Yeah, that was not great, Edward. That wasn't good either. I mean, I assume because it was like reddish colored that Flare was not the correct choice, but maybe Flare is the correct choice here. I don't know what that thing is, but it's really unnerving. Alright, try it with the Flare. Burn it with fire. No, don't do it. Ow. Thankfully, Edward's turns are so useless, he can just heal himself. So you just have high magic defense, then, is what's going on. Okay. Alright. Yeah, Edward, I'm gonna have to ask that you heal yourself. Maybe we'll have James cast Fortify Intelligence on Koudelka. Let's see what we do now. Let's try with the Tornado Mist. Let's give that another shot. No, so just no tornado whatsoever. Just 18 damage, sure, why not? There's such a weird disconnect in this game. Like, I enjoy the location of this game. I enjoy the characters. The monster design is superb. The music's pretty good. But this tactics RPG battle system they've put in this game is just ridiculous. It makes no sense. Like, how do you justify a boss coming up to you, casting a big spell, and be like, oh, that did 18 damage? Like, what? It's not that, like, I'm not glad that the boss isn't trucking me every second of the day, but it doesn't make sense from, like, a feedback perspective. Like, you know, when you cast a spell and it does a lot of damage, it makes you feel good. When you defend against a spell successfully from a boss, it makes you feel good, but there's no indication of why these things occur here. You just kind of cast whatever and hope that it actually does something worthwhile, not knowing really anything at all. And now you would argue, well, that's what you do in every RPG. But I would say, as a counterpoint to that, that it's so restricted here that, yeah, you just kind of cast spells or whatever in traditional, you know, JRPGs and whatnot, and hope for the best. But the thing is that 99% of the time, you're probably going to pick something that's going to do the best, quote unquote. And every once in a while, you'll find something that's like, oh, yeah, that's obviously, that water monster's, you know, immune to water damage. Stuff like that. But here, there's no rhyme or reason to any of it. It's not that it's bad, it just doesn't make sense, is the long and short of it here. And you know, I just realized because this boss is using almost exclusively magic, we're gonna have James switch to the old mystic pipe and come up here and give it what for. No. Koudelka magic. Koudelka, are you out of magic? That's ridiculous. Why are you out of magic? Not on my watch. And I don't want to suggest that the points I just made were kind of detracting from my enjoyment of the game. I mean, they are to a certain extent, but it's more along the lines like I'm just kind of flabbergasted by, like, who designed this combat system. Now, clearly, oh, whoa, clearly this game's trying to be more than its predecessors, and the fact that it's trying to do a bunch of things simultaneously, and that's, you know, that's obvious. But I always try and view the games from the perspective of the people who designed it. Try and put myself in their shoes. And the problem I have with that is I can't wrap my head around what the objective was, the person who designed this system, like what they were going for, what they wanted the players to experience. It's more confusion than anything else. It's really weird. Now, I just realized that I'm about to have Mr. O'Flaherty here come up here and start beating this thing with the magic pipe to get it to stop casting MP, when it just had a physical attack that did far beyond what it was doing magic-wise, and whether or not that's a stupid idea. I'm starting to think it is a very stupid idea. Because we're not doing a lot of, not making a lot of headway here. Oh. Otherwise. And I'm starting to think it's probably already out of MP. It's just this damage is so terrible, and like, again, I get it. I'm probably missing you know, its weakness. Oh, and James gets one-shotted. Oh, you're gonna go again. Okay, cool. Nice. Alright, well, Edward, I'm gonna ask that you go ahead and drink a potion here. Fiddle around your pocket for a minute. There you go. And then Koudelka is gonna have to revive James. So just move you back a step. Why not? It's really more of from a feedback perspective. The game doesn't let you know what you're doing wrong, and that's kind of like a sticking point for me. It's like I would like to play this game better. I'm not really sure how to play this game better. Yeah, kill him again. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he almost died. So close. It's move you back several notches. And you also drink a potion. I have the feeling potions are rare and hard to come by, but whatever. You need to not die. Oh, that's its moving noise. Ugh. Alright, Edward, get up there and give it a good stabbing. It's not working like at all, but you know what? It makes me feel good. Let's try Megalith again. We're just straight up doing like Edward stabbing damage with our magic now. That's not gonna cut it. That's a little better. That's a little better. Oh, 53. See, that's kind of what I'm on about. Is like the boss casts a spell, it does 53 damage. It's like, oh, okay, that's, you know, that's a little damage, but it's almost concernable. And then immediately after that, it'll multi-attack for, you know, just shy of 700 damage. And it's like, well, that's something totally different. What? I just don't get it. Now, to be fair, I'm not here to get it. You know, I'm here to experience it. But the person in me that likes answers to things, the person who likes answers in my head is like, hey, I want answers. And I have to basically be like, I don't have any answers for this weird stuff. You know, some encounters we kind of breeze through, just melee them down. And some encounters like this just seem to... all it seems to succeed at is just dragging the flow of the game to a harsh and immediate dead stop as you struggle to just do acceptable levels of damage on an enemy. And you gotta figure, like, when the amount of guides you can get to enjoy a game more thoroughly don't even, like, have answers to problems like, how do I kill this enemy? Like the twin ghosts we were just talking about. It's one of those things where, like, the people who cared enough to even write up a guide don't even know what to do. How am I supposed to know what to do? Oh, and you want to know the reason that I'm kind of irked about all these things, like just in a general kind of framing, is that if I were to ask you to take a guess how much life this boss has, what would your guess be? Feel free to let me know down in the comment section below what you think the amount of HP this boss would have. You know, just by going off of the last couple encounters we've had, and, you know, how much health monsters seem to have in this game in general. Go ahead. You write it down in the comments. Let me know. Okay. You did? You've made your guess? So, according to the guide that I'm looking on that doesn't even know some of these encounters and what the solutions are, this boss has 3,025 HP. And you're like, oh, that's not a lot, you might think to yourself, but then I implore you to think about how much damage per round I'm able to deal this thing. Which is about 250, let's say. On a good round, probably doing about 250 damage, right? And again, like, that seems like a fair amount of damage. And then again, I want you to compare that 250 to over 3,000. And then realize how much damage I need to do. Then you think, okay, well, so you gotta do 3,000 damage. But then you realize how much damage I'm doing per round is... It's not even close to that. We're literally, you know, if we were doing 250 damage every round, so that would be 4 rounds for 1,000, right? That would be 8 rounds for 2,000. That would be 12 rounds for the 3,000 of just plinking away. Now, we've been plinking away for a while, so I'm honestly starting to think that maybe the person who wrote this guide wasn't even accurate on that fact. Because I honestly haven't been keeping track of how many rounds we've had, but just one of those things where, it's a pacing thing, I guess. I don't mind things taking a while as long as it's fun, but this seems like counterintuitive to have the pacing drag this slow in the name of a boss fight. And now, granted, boss fights have to be difficult in RPGs, regardless of what they are. But I don't know. And I'd like to blame this on this being an original PSX title, you know, being old as heck. But this is an older, or this is a more modern PlayStation title than we usually get, like by a fair amount even. I want to say this is 2001, and that's a lot. You know, they got to keep in mind the PlayStation 1 came out in '95 in the States, so this was 6 years into the development of the console, and people were coming up with confusing battle systems like this. It just, all these things, again, they don't like represent anger in my mind, more just utter and total confusion as to why somebody would do it like this. Oh, that was 200 that time. You can shave an extra volley of rounds. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's gonna triple attack next turn, so we're gonna go ahead and run away! And, oh, Edward's out of HP now, too? Oh, no, he's silenced. Lovely. Here, eat some bread, Edward. Carbs. Load up on carbs and then take a nap. All the tough guys do it. Fire hot, indeed. Well, I'm getting there. I think I just don't know anymore. And another thing you got to keep in mind too is that I've used multiple MP regen items in this fight just to keep sustained levels of damage up. And we don't have any more now. Oh, I didn't want wait, I wanted move. Oh. Well, James, I think you're about to die again. Yep. Well, close enough. Are you kidding me? That sword lasted, what, 2 encounters? That's ridiculous. Okay. I'm really just hoping you die one of these times. I'm starting to think you're not going to. Oh, again, I picked wait instead of move. That's... Alright, well, that is all the time I have for this episode today. Thank you everybody so much for joining me on another exciting look into the world of Koudelka. This boss fight's dragging on a little too long for my liking, but you know what, we'll we'll make do with that. So, that being said, if you enjoyed the video today, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and get subscribed. Let me know down in the comment section below what you thought about my gameplay, my commentary, or anything else in general. That being said, thanks for watching, and as usual, I'll catch you all on the flip side.